All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 3 of this winner's bracket final here on North America. King of the Sea 15, as we spawn into Loop. Zath, the ELSR is here in the green. What are they bringing in for this game?
Oh boy, what are they
Oh
bringing in?
boy.
Oh boy. So we have ourselves a Sniper Spect Ohio. An incomparable. We saw this ship yesterday. If I remember right, the team that brought it didn't win.
Uh,
But in any case, there we go. And what else do they have? They got ourselves a gun build Marceau, a range build Des Moines, unique upgrade torpedo smoke spec gearing, Ragnar going off towards the middle of the map with range, a range mod Stalingrad, a unique upgrade Moskva looking like he's going to kite all the way back up at the B2, B3 area. And finaling up, we have a radar Yu Yang that's torpedo spec. What do we have for KSC?
KSC on the bottom end of this map has faced incomparable before. The match you're referring to yesterday was that game against No Cap they played on Sleeping Giant. No Cap sending that lone incomparable to hold like the eastern half of the map themselves in a game that they almost came back to win. KSC sticking with Pikachu's Vermont, same build we've been seeing. Well done now in an Ohio, or I should say back in an Ohio. Looks like a very, same kind of secondary focused-ish build that we saw previously. Joining him here, headed to the east, is Hitake's Des Moines in a unique module upgrade configuration. Quicksilver's range mod Napoli. Sate's gearing, which is torpedo build there in upgrade 6, unique in slot 5, and running both engine boost and smoke. Storm's Salem, moving here to the south of the central cap with a reload build. Viper's Z42 here, working in tandem with him. As all the way over here in the B cap, we have Raiden's gearing. Again, same build as we saw on the other side of the map. And Warped Chaos's Des Moines. Yep. No, he's actually gone to outnumbered this time rather than top grade gunner. So small change there.
That could signal he's planning on being on the kite side along with Pikachu.
KSC not wasting a lot of time. Both teams grabbing their quote unquote home gimme caps. Z42 taking a very aggressive line here into C, now touching the cap as they're using the Salem radar to try to zone Quincy out of here. King Viper's Hydro's up. He can see these torpedoes coming, so he should be able to dodge them. As there, the Stalingrad radar is going to pick him up.
Yep, and Quincy's going to get some shelves of his own back at King Viper, I think. No, he's actually able to back off.
Opting not to fire. So Viper basically, the Stalingrad radar almost feels, okay, no, we got shells coming in from the Ohio here. They're coming in on Storm Salem for a solid hit.
Look at Quincy. Quincy's going to take one torpedo, two torpedoes.
He takes two big hits here into the Ragnar, who does have heals, but he's only going to be so much of that he can recover.
That's right.
Well, they haven't killed the Ragnar, but they've definitely put him to the point where he cannot get into too many gunfights. Viper's going to get back onto C and pick that cap up. In a moment, KSC will be ticking out to an early lead.
And just like last game, remember, Kleber, Brisbane, banned.
Now, Zath, I would almost expect to see ELSR pushing down the one line. Marseille is a pushing ship, but is Incomparable a pushing ship? She's never felt that way to me as soft as she is.
I wouldn't consider her to be a push ship. I'd consider her to be a flank ship. So it is interesting to see the two of them together, along with a Des Moines. I'm curious to see how they're going to form this up, because the other side is clearly the kite side, the way they've got the Moskva. Wait. Look at how the Moskva Stalingrad are pointed. It looks almost like they are expecting KSC to push up the one line with the Yu Yang. They're set to receive over there.
Yeah. They're absolutely set to receive a push to A that doesn't look like it's not gonna come.
No, both sides are set to receive over on the 1-2 line. And they're going to receive nothing.
They're going to receive a whole lot of long-range shells from the other team, and that's going to be about the end of it.
Right.
So I think most of the early action is going to be focused well over here on the 10 line.
Especially now with Quincy's Ragnar taking those hits. He's still somewhat viable, but he's got to stay a little bit more cautious. He's only got
one more heal to go. He's going to be able to claw his way back to approximately half his total health pool, but that's all he'll get for the rest of the game. Those two torpedo hits making a huge dent in his available health early on.
Speaking of torpedo hits, Busters takes one in
Oh,
the
right
face
on,
as
right,
well.
right on the nose. KSC getting quite fortunate with some of these early torpedo hits against ELSR destroyers.
That is almost disastrous for that entire side of the map. The two destroyers, Ragnar and Gearing, taking towards. And then here's Stevens Des Moines.
He's got his Hydro up. Is he
Nope.
still going to take
He's
one?
okay. He's okay.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That was close. So on my end, it looked like some pretty bad desync. I don't know how you saw that, but
No, when I saw his Hydro was up, I pulled the camera back like, there's no way. Maybe I should have known better, but I was like, nah.
anything
All right,
can
now,
happen, you know.
they have to know that Busters took a torpedo,
Mhm.
but they've got no way to spot it. They got no way to get up there to pick up that kill without potentially risking Hatake or Sate. Although Hatake and Sate now turning north up over here on the map border, maybe they sense an opportunity.
I don't understand what Quicksilver's doing with his Napoli area. He's got a smoke on and he's reversing. He got detected,
He's
obviously, but
he's trying to stay dark as long as possible. He knows if he reverses too far, Quincy will be able to see him. They're also notice that they're bringing King Viper over. He's left the middle of the board completely. So
mhm.
I think maybe they'll bring his smoke over for Quicksilver or bring him over to contest the decap.
All right, Incomparable's guns are fired in anger for the first time.
Yeah, but Quicksilver weathers that fire decently as the Des Moines fire starts to take its toll on the Incomparable as well.
Yep, and guess what? More torpedoes on their way. Although I don't think any of those will be as impactful this time.
No, I think all those torpedoes are going to fall well astern to the targets. You can already see the Incomparable down to half HP. He hasn't
Mm-hmm.
popped one of his fancy heals yet. Not running Superintendent here, but getting absolutely hammered.
There's the heal.
There's the heal. You knew it had to come. He's now only got to deal with Quicksilver and Viper, although Storm Salem now pitching in as well.
Mm-hmm.
Even after the heal, he's going to be under half health. I think they can pick up this kill, Zath.
Yeah, the
In fact,
Marseille
I was
is
going to say,
following suit
the
and
Marseille,
getting slapped.
he slowed down because the Incomparable slowed down. But when he slowed down, the Des Moines started punishing him, and bam. Well done moves up and secures the kill on the Incomparable. It's a 240-point lead here. We're barely 8 minutes in for KSC.
Yeah, and now Caesar is almost penned in from the dying hulk of this Incomparable.
Caesar's absolutely pinned in. He's got torpedoes coming in he can do nothing about. He's going to take one on the broadside there for 10K. It's only seconds till they pick up that kill, too. Oh,
look, well done, Ohio.
all the Ohio shells went into the island, but they grab that kill as well.
Two dying ships over here. Plus, Well Done's going to take a couple torpedoes for his trouble.
Buster's now retreating. Buster's is actually inside the Des Moines radar radius. Hatake doesn't know that necessarily, although he is spotted. He has to suspect.
Yeah, I like the idea, though, of playing it a little bit safe here, just to make sure.
Now,
I think they want to get all their pieces in play first.
While that drama's been going on, Zath, have a look at C. ELSR has not been idle.
Yep. The reception didn't happen. There's no push, so now they've just all hit W. They're making their way down.
They realized that most of the KSC forces were not going to be coming to them at A, so they rotated the Ohio back to mid. Storm can't keep them out of this cap, so they are going to pick up C here, but they're down nearly 400 points, and we're not even to the halfway mark of the game.
Yeah. I just don't see a way back in for ELSR here.
They're going to have to get some. They're going to have to pick up some kills. If they can secure a kill on Well Done or Quicksilver, then maybe the situation changes. And I think Storm has a place he can retreat to, right? He can always duck back through this little gap off his stern and continue to move and not get punched out, hopefully.
Right.
The Moskva and the Yu Yang also pushing down the 1 and 3 lines, respectively. A little surprised to see this. I guess ELSR has just said, well, drive forward until they're dead, boys.
I mean, it makes sense. You see all the KSC assets now being pulled over to the 910 line, so you know they're going to be a little bit thin.
Right.
Got the opportunity for a surprise or something.
Quincy was... They caught a look at Quincy and shaved another 5,000 HP off of him. Storm's
Mhm.
next radar is too far away for them to bag this kill right now. Bochy's
Warp Chaos.
Ohio still coming. Go.
Yeah. Warp Chaos is Des Moines is detected now on Luger's Yu Yang radar. Unfortunately for ELSR, Ohio is behind the island, can't shoot back at Warp
Yeah.
Chaos's Des Moines.
No opportunity to take advantage, although the Moskva shells coming in on his starboard side hit him pretty
Mm-hmm.
hot, pretty hard. He's going to have to
Yep.
reverse that turn,
Yep.
and there
Warp
he
Chaos was
goes.
not prepared for that. He's going
No,
to take some more Citadels here.
and he is. He's pinned now between the Stalin and the Moskva with nowhere to run. The smoke is behind him. Raiden can't help him.
That's right.
Now, the
And this is why
Stalingrad
you push together down.
Stalingrad might be showing him a little too much broadside as well. Check this out, Zath. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's getting some good hits here in on the Stalin.
Well, there's a return Citadel.
Well, they're going to pick up this kill.
Yeah, Misakura doesn't want to go too much farther because he's concerned, obviously, about Pikachu's Vermont.
Yeah. Warp Chaos is going to die here. We're 25 seconds on the timer, but there's the time extension. There's the time extension. Yes, ELSR buys themselves about another 30, 40 seconds here.
Well,
Trying to
Hutao's
find a
about
way.
to step.
Go ahead.
He's about to
gonna get
step
on
into the
B.
B cap. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Look at Storm. Storm might be in trouble if Bocce's Ohio can move farther forward.
Are his guns looking that way? They're trying to put Bocce out because of how low he is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Bocce's under 7K. He's got a heal coming, but
Nope.
he doesn't survive to get there. We're now 30 seconds from a KSC win. They're going to win on the strength of just the decap. And there's no way for ELSR to get to that cap at all.
No.
Well, if you're KSC, your lowest ship is the Napoli, and nobody's going to have shots on him unless he makes a mistake.
This is GG. We're going on to game 4.
They've got radar on Quincy to see if they can pick up this kill, but they don't need it. Game's going to end right there. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
KSC with a game 3 win.
Fantastic battle, both sides. One of the things I was thinking about in regards to at the top of the stream, talking about the preparation the teams play and all that. There's really 3 factors that come into this. There's the strategy, there's the skill, and then there's the luck. And we saw luck shine on KSC in this battle with 2 really impactful torpedo salvos hitting 2 different ELSR destroyers.
You did, Zath, but it's notable that, okay, so you didn't pick, but those 2 ships are still alive at the end of the game. But it does radically force them to play differently. They cannot be aggressive anymore.
That's right.
So it changes, as a destroyer taking those early torpedoes, even if you live through it, you have to be much more cautious. It's a completely different game you're allowed to play at that point. KSC, I think, really solid strategy. ELSR reacting quickly, right? Once they realized what was happening, you saw how quickly they were like, all right, go. Get to A, get to C. They're mostly at D. But by then, KSC able to convert some kills and hang on for the win.
Right, you are, Raptor. That was an incredible game 3. Can't wait to hear what our folks back at the studio have to say.